Hey everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Bethany, and today's recipe I'm going to be showing you how to make a smash burger, which I think is the superior way to make a cheeseburger. It's so good, and 'tis the season because it's summer. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is make our sauce for the smash burgers. We're not just doing ketchup and mustard. You can easily make a really good burger sauce with just 4 ingredients, and they're most likely in your fridge. So the first thing that we want to start out with is 1/4 cup of mayo. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Then about 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard, and then about 1.5 tablespoons of relish. I'm using a sweet relish, and I just think that it goes really nicely with this rather than having a like tangy vinegar dill forward type of relish. The sweet one I think really balances the sauce out nicely. All right, so that looks good. And now we'll just sit this in the fridge, refrigerate it while we move on to the next steps. All right, so now we're moving on to our toppings. And any burger that I've had at a restaurant, it always has iceberg lettuce chopped on it, not like a full piece of lettuce on it. So I really like the iceberg lettuce, just finely chopped. So we're also gonna be doing a nice tomato. I wish I was using my garden tomatoes, but I did try to find the nicest tomato I could at the store. All right, then you can add some thinly sliced red onion or a yellow onion. All right, and then you can also do pickles too, but I'm not gonna do that because we have the relish in the sauce. So we'll move on to making our burgers now. Okay, I was just about to talk about the beef and somebody has arrived. Because typically when I take my ground beef out, Huddy, our dog, always gets a little piece. But today I'm gonna be using ground beef, and this is actually from my beef farmer, Bob, from Lil Ponderosa Beef Farm. So that's what I'm gonna be using today. Typically an 80-20 mixture is recommended because you want a little bit of fat in the cheeseburger. And what I'm gonna be doing is measuring out my beef for the smash burgers. We want these to be a pretty good proportion because this is actually gonna be a double stacked smash burger. And so I'm gonna have this between 2.5 to 3 ounces. I think that will make a good size. And so what we'll do is just kind of throw it back and forth. This will kind of get it nice and smooth, help it come together a little bit, and then roll it. And if you want to triple stack the smash burger, I would do about 2 ounces instead of a 2.5 to 3 ounces. I just think 3 smash burgers on a bun is a little too much for me, but you can totally do that. You just want to lessen the amount of the beef. Okay, so before we smash our burgers, we're gonna get our buns ready for the burgers because the smash burgers cook pretty quickly. So we want these ready to go. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter down in a separate pan. It's a little hot, so I'm gonna turn that down, maybe remove it off of the heat. And I have my buns here. You can make your own homemade buns if you want. I'm just using like a brioche-style burger bun. And what we're gonna do is just take the inside of our buns and lay them face down in the butter just for a minute. That's just gonna give a nice little crisp inside and just help the inside of the bun have a little bit of structure to hold the burger nicely. So we'll let those cook for about a minute and then we'll start on our burgers because the burgers move very fast. All right, so our burger buns are done. That took like less than a minute. So before we do this, I have a big kind of flat top. It's not that big, but it's a flat top cast iron skillet. And I have this really hot. You can use a cast iron pan or a stainless steel pan, whatever you like. And I just wanna make sure I have a little bit of oil on this. So I'm not gonna put it on the pan. I'm just gonna kind of rub it on. Just a nice like cooking olive oil. You want to be careful. Lots of smoke too, so if you have sensitive fire alarms, I would open a window or two. Then I'm gonna oil my burger smasher just a little bit. This is definitely a tool that you want for this. It's way easier to smash these burgers with this. Then you wanna really press down, really flatten it. My burger press stuck a little bit, but that's fine. Sit that other one here. Really press down. There we go. Okay, next, salt. A generous season of that. This is the only salt the burger is gonna get. Then a little bit of black pepper. So these don't need time really at all to cook. They're very thin. So after we've salted them, you're gonna start to see those edges brown. That's what we want. You're just gonna move the spatula around the edges, and you actually want it to kind of stick to the pan because it gets that crispy edge. I'm gonna flip my first one. And now we're gonna move on to our second one. Right after you flip them, we're gonna add our cheese. I'm using a sharp cheddar cheese. And then once that's melted, they're done. So the cheese is melting on the second one. I'm gonna get that up. And we'll place that on this one. Just like that. Okay, so before I take these stacked smash burgers off, I'm gonna get the bottom of my bun ready. So we're gonna take a spoonful of our sauce and put it on the bottom. This is kind of a traditional way to layer a burger, is sauce on the bottom, then tomato, and then our lettuce. I think a lot of people think that the way you layer it changes the flavor or the experience, and it kind of does, but I feel like it doesn't really matter a ton, except when the tomato's slipping off the top. I do think it's meant to be on the bottom. Then we got our double stacked smash burger. Take that off. Some of that cheese is caramelized a little bit. And we'll slide that on. It's very hot. And then I'm actually gonna put some sauce on the top. I like a lot of sauce. Huddy is hanging around because he wants some of the burger or the cheese. He's been very present behind the scenes of filming this. And then we'll top this with some onion. That looks pretty good. And then we have our top of our bun. That looks like a delicious burger. So now we can taste this. So the burger's finished and we have our taste tester, Drew, to try it out. Granted, you've already eaten one of these behind the scenes. He ate our first one.
So it's a little unfair.
Yeah, you've already tasted it.
That's all right.
So we'll try this out, see how it is. It looks great.
Let's do it. Looks amazing.
That is a slammin' burger. It's
No
so
words.
good. Yeah.
No words. It's so good.
It's delicious. I love that the smash burgers are just nice and thin. They have that crispy edge and a little bit of that crispy melted cheese. It's just so much different than I think our childhood hamburgers or cheeseburgers. My family makes them all summer long and they're always just like really thick. My mom always had to bring them back to the grill because they were usually like under. And this just is like no questions. It's just great. Love it.
Amazing. I'm so about this trend right now. I know smash burgers are really in. And
Yeah.
A lot of people are making them, probably been making them for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that texture on the burger itself. So good. I love the sauce, as well.
Yeah, the sauce like makes the burger.
It coats the whole thing. Definitely worth making at home.
Yes. Yeah, we make these now all the time. Like this is the only way we're gonna be making a burger. So yeah. All right, well, that's it for today. So we hope you guys enjoy this recipe. And if you have already tried a smash burger, feel free to let me know your favorite toppings that you like on that we need to try. And thank you guys so much. I think we're already past 50,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. Truly didn't think we would ever make it to 50,000 subscribers. I've said this in videos before, I didn't think anyone was gonna be watching these videos. So I am so thankful just for everyone who has and who is subscribing and enjoying what we're doing. We appreciate it so much.
Yes,
and Huddy does too, because he can beg, I don't know where he is, but he can beg for so much more food.
He was here a second ago.
He was here this whole shoot.
Yeah.
So yeah, we now had to give him some cheese and some beef because he was a good boy. But we'll catch you in the next recipe and I'll see you in the comments.